It's Mean Gene from the Morning Bounce. WrestleMania 41 is happening next year in Las Vegas, and the person that I'm speaking with, you're going to be on the card, right? Got to be. You're a megastar.
Gotta be. If I'm here talking to you about it, yeah, man. I mean, look, WrestleMania coming just in April, and it sounds like it's a while away, but that is going to creep up on us real quick. But yeah, tickets are on sale now. You want to get them quick because they're going to go quick. And it's a show that's so big. It's two nights in Las Vegas, which is always a fun proposition for just about anybody. But yeah, you're talking about John Cena's last WrestleMania, and like you said, who knows where I'll end up there? I'm the United States champion right now, so who knows? Will I be defending my United States champion then? I'm sorry, championship then? Will I even be the champion by then, or will I be going maybe for a WWE championship or a world championship? Nobody knows. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen is true. So this year you were actually featured on WrestleMania for the first time. You had a match against AJ Styles. Now you've been at this for a very long time. So when you finally get to make it to that WrestleMania stage, you're not in a battle royal, you're not in a 15-man tag match, one-on-one. What is that like? Is it everything that you kind of imagined that it would be?
Um, I would love to tell you yes, and it
Mhm.
was all my childhood dreams come true and blah blah blah. But honestly, in hindsight, there was a little bit of that, I guess. But really, at the time, it was just kind of business as usual. I'm
Mhm.
coming in. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do my work, and my work is going in there, getting in a 20 by 20 ring, and basically just face to face with another man, and in we go. And there's going to be some physical stuff happening in there. I mean, we were going at it. We were going hard. If you remember me and AJ going there, so um, man, it's a big experience, and it was eye opening, not just for me, but I think even in my friend and family circle, there were some new fans made there.
Yeah.
My mom, for instance, not historically a big wrestling or WWE fan, but
Uh-huh.
after going to WrestleMania now, she's like, "Oh my God, it's all I can think about. It was so fun, and this person showed up, and Snoop Dogg showed up, and all this stuff and everything." So like, some new fans were made that night, and for me, yeah, like you said, first time out the shoot, yeah, it was a great night. But like I said, another night at the office.
Absolutely. And what is that like? Because you hear people talk about how your parents, ask your parent, what do your parents think that you do for work? And she's like, yeah, my son just does this thing. And then for her to see you there in front of, 40, 50,000 people that are screaming your name and you got them in the palm of your hand, that's got to be like the coolest experience, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, every time that music hits
Mhm.
and the place pops like it does, that's a crazy, crazy feeling every time.
Mhm. That's pretty cool, man. So, you veered off from the LA Knight, lane, and you're doing some weird stuff there for a little while, and then you got back to it. What was it like to see everybody organically just kind of get behind you again as you kind of started to pick up steam and kind of become one of the hottest guys in the whole company, last year?
Well, there was a brief moment where coming out of that, it was just like, first of all, I can't believe I even got stuck in this stupid
Mhm.
crap. But beyond that, then it was like, all right, man, is anybody even going to take me seriously?
Uh-huh.
Is there a chance that anybody can take me seriously at this point? And so from there, it was just like, I trust my own abilities. I trust in myself that like I always knew that I had something to offer, and
Mhm.
if I could just be more of who I am, so to
Mhm.
speak, I think that would help a lot. And LA Knight is about as close to me as you can get, as far
Okay.
as just like, man, if you took my argumentative side and my party side and you brought them together, that's kind of where we meet.
Got you. That's very cool. So speaking of your party side, WrestleMania is in Vegas this year. You do live out in LA. So do you have any plans to do anything
Uh,
specific when you get out to Vegas for Mania next year, or are you just gonna kind of play it by ear?
it's tough on those weeks because it's so busy. I mean, we're
Uh,
go go go. There's different media appearances and everything else and leading up. I mean, hell, we got SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, WrestleMania Night One, WrestleMania Night Two. There's Raw on Monday. There's an NXT show Saturday afternoon. So like, there's so many things happening that it's tough to really get a chance to have like the normal Vegas experience I would have. But living out in LA as long as I had, a trip to Vegas was always just something that could just happen on a whim. Hey
yeah.
man, you want to go to Vegas? Oh yeah, yeah, let's go. And 4 hours later, you're there,
Yeah.
and you're enjoying a couple nights out there. So for me, yeah, if I get a chance to sneak away and get to a craps table or something like that, I might go over and shoot some dice somewhere.
Very cool. So you did mention being in LA, you are so close to Vegas. Is there a Vegas story that you can share, like of a time that you went there and just got after it, or we're gonna let whatever happens stay there?
Um, uh, I mean, there's probably lots of things I can't and shouldn't talk about, but my first time discovering Fremont Street, for instance, was
Yes.
quite an eye-opening experience for
Okay.
anybody who's been there. Because for a long time I'd heard about it, and I was just because most people go to Vegas, they think of the Strip,
Of
they go
course.
to the Strip. The Strip's awesome; it's a lot of fun. But
Hmm.
I kept hearing people like, "Oh, you got to go Fremont Street," and I was like, "I don't know." Oh, and the people who were telling me, I was like, I don't know if I trust your opinion. And but then I got to Fremont Street that first time. I was like, this place is crazy. And if you've
Yeah.
never been there, it's just like it's much more, we'll just say casual
Hmm.
compared to the Strip.
Yeah.
But it's really cool because it's like you can just walk up and down the streets, and there's these different bars and casinos. There's like I saw a guy dressed like Gene Simmons from Kiss, but he was in like a mobility scooter. That like blew my mind. And then there's people, guys who are dressed as babies. There's
Yeah.
nuns who are topless. It was a bunch of crazy stuff happening. But yeah, I mean, just a wild fun time always in Vegas. My first time in Vegas was kind of an accident.
Okay.
I got stranded there when I was driving cross country. My
Oh,
car
wow.
broke down. The transmission died in my car. It was in
Wow.
2009. I was driving to move to California for the second time.
Hmm.
And yeah, my car just died in the middle of the California desert. And so they
Sheesh.
drove me back to Vegas, and I spent a couple days there. And
Mhm.
that was my very first Vegas experience, just being stranded there. Uh, but still kind of like a fond memory, even though it
Yeah.
was in such dire straits.
For sure. That's pretty cool. Fremont is my last name. So every time I go to Vegas, I have to make a quick trip to Fremont Street and get, some cards or some dice from one of the
Oh,
casinos.
there you go.
Yeah. So let's ask
Go,
Sorry, go
go
ahead.
to your street.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I own this. This is mine. So WrestleMania Vegas next year. If it were up to you, what would you be doing at WrestleMania next year?
Man, it's tough. It's tough to call that just because of the fact that like you look at the fact that I'm United States champion right now.
Hmm.
You also look at the fact that it's John Cena's last WrestleMania. Is there an opportunity there? Yeah, maybe. Is there something though? Even though I'm the United States champion, is there something with the WWE champion and Cody Rhodes,
Yeah,
or with the world champion and Gunther, or whoever that might be at the time?
yeah,
Because who knows? We'll still be by then.
for
Uh,
sure.
even what kind of crazy opponent could come out of the woodwork for the United States champion.
Hmm.
The crazy thing about this WWE experience so far is that like sometimes there have been things that have come up
Hmm.
that I never had even in my never even knew were possibilities, such as being the $1 million champion when I was in
Yeah,
NXT, or
yeah.
even doing the Slim Jim stuff that I'm doing. So it's
Mhm.
like different things keep presenting themselves where it's like, oh wow, I didn't even know that was like a possibility. So it's tough to say that because I don't know what might present itself between now and April. But
Hmm.
I know that April is going to be huge. Again, you're talking 2 nights
Hmm.
in Vegas, 2 nights at WrestleMania, and it's just going to be a huge show. And again, I got to let everybody know the tickets are on sale now, and you got to get them because they're going to go quick.
Yes, they are. LA Knight, continued success, man. It's been really cool to watch, your rise and kind of shooting up in popularity through the WWE. And looking forward to seeing what you'll be doing at WrestleMania. As he mentioned, tickets are on sale right now. Get them quick because this is the biggest show in entertainment, and you don't want to miss it. Plus, it's in Vegas. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
Right. Give yourself a good reason to go to Vegas, like you need one. But maybe Vegas will give you a reason to get to
There you
WrestleMania. I don't
go.
know. Whatever you need to do, I'm telling you, man, there is no show like it. There's no feeling like being in that building. You got to get there. It's WrestleMania. Get your tickets.
There it is, man. I appreciate your time, brother. Take care.